real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Amber Kohler dated the defendant, and she claims after she told the defendant she was pregnant with his baby, she got a call from the defendant's ex claiming they were engaged. Amber is suing her ex for an unpaid loan. Defendant Charles Drago says Amber cheated on him in the beginning of their relationship, and she had such severe trust issues that she vandalized his car by smashing the windows and keying her name into the vehicle. Charles insists he has repaid the loan.
Tell me what happened.
Well, it all started, we met over 2 years ago while I was pool hopping.
You were doing what?
I was pool hopping.
Was that going from swimming pool to swimming pool at a hotel or a resort? What?
Random apartment complexes.
Alone or with a group?
Sometimes alone, sometimes with a friend.
Is that a trend that people engage in now?
It's just, if you don't have a pool, you'll do it really late at night. I guess it's more fun. So you just
go to more than one?
Yes.
In the same evening?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, anyways, I was pool hopping that night with a friend, and it was about 2 in the morning, and the defendant, Charles Drago, was there also pool hopping.
I believe you mean hop the fence.
Well,
That's what you mean by pool hopping, not going from pool to pool, hopping the fence illegally, trespassing on that property at 2 in the morning. That's what you meant. Trying to play me like a fool. Go ahead.
Plaintiff Amber Kohler is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims Amber smashed out his car windows and keyed her name into his vehicle.
Go ahead, ma'am. So you all were pool hopping. The defendant was there at one of the pools?
Yes, so we met there. We were both doing the same thing, and we really...
Actually, I have a friend that lives there. I wasn't actually illegally trespassing.
The pool probably closes at 10 p.m., doesn't it? 11 p.m.?
Yes.
I believe so.
Well, then you were trespassing after 11. After 11 p.m., you were trespassing in the pool area. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's where we met, and I was 17, he was 25, and we didn't know our ages.
She lied to me about her age.
Go ahead.
I did not lie about my
Yes,
age.
you
He
did.
lied about his age.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he was claiming he was younger. Anyways, so we met there and we really hit it off. We had a lot in common, so we started hanging out more, and from there we developed a relationship. So further down the road, I found out that I was 4 or 5 months pregnant, and then we moved in together, and from there it really went downhill.
Why?
Because we were supposed to hang out, and I was calling his phone, and he turned it off. He wasn't picking up my calls as usual, so I kept calling his phone, and then I later get a call from his ex-girlfriend off of his phone saying to stop calling his phone because they were engaged.
Ex-girlfriend off of his phone.
After I told him I was pregnant.
And she tells you that they are engaged?
Yes.
What'd you do?
I cried for a very long time. After that, we stopped talking, and we ended up talking later on when my grandma was in the hospital. He called me and apologized, and he was being very nice, and we worked things out. So we got back together, and we were raising our daughter together, and everything was going fine, except there was still the trust issues from cheating. He always, every time I went
You all break back up, obviously. When was that?
Over a year ago.
Why?
The trust issues.
All right, sir. Let me hear your background, then we'll get to the loan she's suing you about.
Well, first of all, she's young, yes, and our age difference is a huge gap there. And she's making it sound like I'm just this horrible guy that did these things. She's not exactly innocent. She cheated on me in the first beginning of our relationship. Not to mention, her trust issues aren't with our relationship or with me, it's with herself. I mean, she's gone as far as to vandalize my vehicle. She's broken out the windows of my vehicle. She's keyed her name in the side of my car. Like, I mean...
You do all that, ma'am?
Well, when he cheated on me, yes, I did.
Good enough. Go ahead.
And I mean, I believe now she's just deliberately doing this. I paid her back that money, and I believe...
Okay, let's get to the money. You're suing for the loan, $500. How so?
So we had the custody battle for our daughter, And after that, he told me he needed to borrow money because he put his pink slip for his boat up for to
How
get
much?
the money for court. $1,980.
And you loaned him that amount, obviously.
Yes.
And how much did he repay?
He repaid $1,480.
All right. And when you asked about the balance, what did he say?
Well, since it passed the time that he was supposed to pay it back, he just ignored me, told me he didn't have the money.
Plaintiff Amber Kohler is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims Amber smashed out his car windows and keyed her name into his vehicle.
All right, sir.
No, I paid her back the full amount of that money, and she's sitting here claiming that I didn't pay her that money back. And we did have a verbal agreement after we went over the amount, because I told her I recently lost my job and that I'm having a financial hardship. And you know, hey, I will pay you money as I can.
You told her when?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was about 2-3 weeks after the deadline.
Your Honor, that's
Okay, and
not
how long
true.
ago was that?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say about 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
4 months ago, you still owed her.
Yes.
How much?
No, I didn't know her anything.
You said you told her you were going to pay her back.
I told her I was going to pay her.
Hold on, sir. Maybe we're misunderstanding each other, because I thought I heard you say that you told her you were going to pay her back. And I said, when was that? And you said 4 months ago.
Yeah. It was like 4 or 5 months ago.
So have you paid her since then?
Yes.
Okay, when?
I paid her, I believe, $200 like a month ago, and then I paid her small increments. I gave her like 150, and then in the last 2 weeks I gave her another 150. So I recently paid her all that money back.
Okay, last 2 weeks is in these last 2 weeks?
No, like of last month.
How would you pay her in the past?
Cash.
Okay, ma'am.
That's not true. The part about his losing his job, he's been working.
No, let's talk
full-time.
about whether he paid you since August. Has he given you a dime?
No, he has not.
Okay. And where were you when you gave it to her?
At her house.
Okay. All 3 times?
Yes, I pick up my child there, so yes.
Okay. And that was the time frame is when you went to pick up your child, you gave her the money?
Yes.
All right. And what days do you typically pick up the child?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And which of those days would you typically give her the money?
It was really when I had it. So it was a Tuesday, it could have been a Wednesday. Sometimes it was a Thursday because it was closer to payday.
Okay.
It was really when I had the money. I didn't have, like I said, I recently lost
Do
my
you have
job.
any evidence, ma'am? Anyone have any evidence?
Yes, this he chose to do for his own benefit. Each time he made a payment, he would make
Let's see
us
it.
write out a receipt.
Oh, good. Is this true?
Yes.
All right, so obviously you'll have receipts for August and September.
I do not.
Oh, okay, good enough. You don't have receipts, and she says you didn't pay the dates that you claim you did, that you have no receipts for. Therefore, I'm going to grant her judgment. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I think that you're a lying, conniving, cheating girl, and you need to grow up and be a woman for your sake, for our daughter's sake, and for my sake.
I think he's a cheating and he likes to borrow money and not pay it back when he doesn't even pay very much in child support, about $150. So he's
I've
just using
paid
me
you everything, and I
not
always
taking
pay my child
responsibility.
support, always.
So because he's a slut, he's taking it out on me.
You have no evidence that I ever slept with anybody else.
Your ex-girlfriends call me.
No, that's you never showed me any phone calls. That's a bunch of
Me off of your phone,
No, she
and you
didn't.
admitted to
She
her when we were
didn't.
dating.
I didn't admit to anything.